Und ich sage Hallo und ein ganz, ganz herzliches Willkommen zurück zu The Longest Journey. Ja, ich stehe hier vor den Toren der Stadt, bin hier jetzt angekommen, habe schon ein paar Scheiben gesammelt und irgendwie sind keine Schiffe mehr im Hafen und so. Alles ein bisschen merkwürdig und ich schaue mich jetzt hier einfach mal um. Also ich könnte jetzt hier dann in die City gehen. Hier ist sonst auch nichts weiter, dann glaube ich, mache ich das mal.
I know that sound. And I know that vortex! A shift! Gortez must have found me, and just in the nick of time, too! God, that was close. What caused that shift to open just in time? It has to be Gortez. Finally!
Hello? Anybody there? Who's there?
It's just me.
April, it's good to see you again.
Also ich bin jetzt etwas wirr, muss ich ganz ehrlich sagen. Ich hätte gerne ich bin wirr. Aber kann passieren, oder? Jetzt habe ich ja im letzten Part schon Sachen in mein Tagebuch geschrieben und ich werde da jetzt auch mal reingucken und mal gucken, was hier... Ja, was ich da jetzt alles so insgesamt aufgeschrieben habe, es wird jetzt also ein bisschen was gelesen. Das hatte ich schon. Saturday around noon. Das hatte ich noch nicht. Also das ist noch das, was von der letzten Folge ist, aber ich lese das jetzt trotzdem einfach mal vor. Saturday late afternoon. The Merrim and the Elatian are well on the road to forging a lasting union, and I hope this will bring prosperity to them both. They've suffered enough as it is, and I'm happy I had a chance to help them come to terms with the past and to face the future together. Okay, April is getting a little sentimental here, but who can blame me? I worked hard to get them talking, damn it, so I deserve a little credit. At any rate, the journey continues, this time into the lair of the Merrim sleeping god. Unfortunately, the Elatian weren't able to tell me as much as I would have liked. But at least I have another stone now. That makes two, and I'm pretty certain this god, this Drakekin, will be able to help me out with some definite answers. I deserve that too. The ancient dragon, the Merman sleeping god, was obtuse, like most creatures I've met this past week, but at least he gave me one of the 4 jewels. I need to complete the stone disc, and he's taking me to meet the dark people. And apparently they will give me a map of stars, where the entrance to the Guardian's realm is now located. Amongst the stars, how the hell am I gonna get up there? Well, I'll deal with that problem later on. For now, I'll just keep observing about what the dragon said about who I am, what I am. He said that my journey began with an answer, and it's only now that I know the questions. What does that mean? I feel I should know that the answer is just right there in front of me, but I can't grasp it. I just don't know what he means, and it's really, really frustrating. How many weird and mysterious people are there in Arcadia? It seems for every normal person, and I mean that in the broadest possible sense, there are 5 or 6 strange, obtuse, mean-daring creatures with a tendency to speak really slowly and say things like, "Who are you?" And "I see your path, April, and it's not an easy one." And "It is destiny." Like, "Hello, Update your vocabulary already. Learn some new words. Lighten up. Well played. Whatever. They said I kinda like these dark people. Scary. Yes, and probably heavily into the goth scene, but they gave me exactly what I wanted. The star map and the third piece of the stone disc, with a minimum of talk and no strings attached. They even brought me right back to Mercuria, where, alien or not, I can at least find my way around. If only the city didn't look so empty and dark. What's going on? Wow, that thing, that chaos vortex popped up again. I guess again, because I'd really hoped our first rendezvous was the dream. Nothing but a dream. But hey, apparently not. So not only is it back, it looks like it's chasing me, and it's got a hell of a lot of bigger. Now, by some incredible stroke of luck, or more likely Gortez, a shift opened up in the nick of time and deposited me here in the cathedral. Confident, if a little freaky. And why wait so long to bring me back? Not that I haven't accomplished almost everything I need to accomplish in Arcadia. Save for the first piece of the stone disc and the second Arcadia Dragon Eye. But come on, Gortez. Could have at least brought me back for a chance of underwear at some point. Ja, aber wirklich, Gortez. Ja, schön, prima, aber ich müsste ja eigentlich zurück. Was mache ich denn jetzt hier? Ich red mal mit dem.
Father Raoul, where is Gortez? I thought he'd be here.
I haven't seen Gortez for a week, and it worries me. He usually stops by once every few days.
Is there anything you're not telling me, Father Raoul?
I don't know what you...
Yes, you do. You're no ordinary priest. You know about Stark and Arcadia, about the balance, and I'm sure you know a lot more about Gortez than you're willing to let on.
How did you...
I heard you and Gortez talking last Sunday, and it scares me. And pisses me off to think that you're using me, that you're keeping things from me. I thought for sure that I could trust Gortez, but as it turns out, I can't. I was hoping to confront him with this, but he's not around, and you're part of it too, aren't you?
April, you have to trust me when I tell you.
Sorry, I can't trust anybody anymore. There's so much at stake, and I don't know who to trust, Father. Please, tell me what you know.
I'm sorry, April. I mean, I'm sorry you don't feel like you can trust anyone anymore, and I'm sorry that I don't know more than I do. But I will try to answer your questions honestly and openly as much as I can.
Dann, wo ist Gortez?
Who is Gortez?
Nicht wo.
What
Wer?
do you mean?
Wer?
The way people react when I mention his name, the fact that he seems to have been alive for a very long time, and that he knows as much as he does. Who is he?
It's funny, but I've been asking that very same question myself many, many times. Who is this man? He's old, yes, and powerful. He has strong magic, but he rarely lets on exactly how strong he is. He prefers to be considered eccentric, crazy even. They are both excellent disguises.
Ja, aber you still haven't answered my question about Gortez. Der weiß doch mehr.
You still haven't answered my question about Gortez.
That's because I cannot answer. I just don't know. He found me when I first came here. You see, I'm not just a Catholic priest. I'm also a sentinel, a minstrel.
You're a minstrel?
Yes, do you find that strange?
How can you belong to two religions at the same time?
Belief in the balance and belief in God are not mutually exclusive. The Sentinel Order was founded on the basis of protecting the balance, not to worship a higher power. As long as our devotion to whatever God we believe in doesn't conflict with our duty to the balance, and vice versa, who is to say we can't work in the best interest of both?
I guess. I just always thought of the Sentinel as its own faith.
It is a faith, but a faith in something less than God, yet more than magic or the laws of nature. The balance was created by someone, was it not?
I don't know.
nor do I. But I believe. I have faith. That's enough.
Ja, wie meinst du das, als du gesagt hast, Gortez hat dich gefunden?
What did you mean when you said Gortez found you?
One day, he came to visit me here. He knew who I was, that I was a minstrel, and that I was devoted to restoring the balance as well as to my guide. We soon became good friends. He was very worried about the imminent collapse of the balance, yet told me that he was waiting for someone special, someone who might be able to help us.
Me?
Yes. He waited for a long time for you to show up, and when you did, it was hard for him trying to convince you that he wasn't crazy. I guess his disguise was too good. I don't know much more than that. Gortez tells me very little, only that you're the key to the survival of the balance. I can only assume that you're the new guardian?
That's what I've been told. Not by Gortez, of course.
No. I understand your frustration, but I cannot help you any more than I have. If there's anything at all...
Thanks, Father. But you've done enough.
It feels like I've done nothing. But God be with you. And the balance too.
Ja, und wie bist du ein Sentinel Minstrel geworden? Erzähl mal.
How did you become a Sentinel Minstrel?
The Sentinel are not numerous in Stark. Not yet. Not with the Vanguard, the Church of Voltec, keeping a watchful eye and striking down anyone who dares to proclaim their faith in the balance. But the Sentinel are here, and when they find someone who they believe will be sympathetic to their cause, they approach them. That's what happened to me.
They asked you to join?
No. They told me the truth. I was studying theology at the time, and I found scriptures that challenged conventional wisdoms, made me question the validity of my faith. But once I learned the truth about the balance and the Guardian and the ongoing war with the Vanguard, it became easier to believe in God again, because now things made sense. And so, in the end, I chose to become not only a priest, but a minstrel. And I don't regret my decision.
Ja, bist du schon mal in Arcadia gewesen?
Have you ever been to Arcadia?
No, I'm not a shifter. I'm stuck here, unfortunately. I don't mind. I've been fortunate enough to read most of the scriptures of the balance, and that in itself is a rare privilege for a Starker like me.
I don't have any more questions right now.
If you do, please ask. I want to help, and that's the truth.
Gut. Ja, ich kann ja noch mal fragen, wann hat er den als letztes
When
gesehen?
did you last see Gortez?
It must have been, I think it was last Sunday, exactly 1 week today. He's been gone longer than that before, but this time
What?
This time I have a feeling there's something wrong. I don't like that feeling.
Oh, ich habe da was aufgeschrieben wieder. Okay. Ich frage mal, wie sind die Sachen hier? Gab es noch mal irgendwelche Vorfälle oder so?
How are things here?
You mean in the cathedral?
No, I mean here in Newport. How have things been going?
Nothing out of the ordinary. Why? Have you been away?
You could say that, yeah.
It's just been hot and humid, and it's getting worse by the day. And apparently crime is on the rise. But what else is new?
Okay, ich glaube, aber
Can I
da
ask
hatte
you
ich
some more
nichts mehr.
questions?
Always, April.
I don't have any more questions right now.
Okay.
If you do, please ask. I want to help. And that's the truth.
Ja. Gut, dann.
I have to run, Father.
I hope to see you again soon, April. Please take care of yourself. And if you see Gortez, tell him to see me. Tell him that I've been worried.
So, na gut.
It's a wall painting featuring, amongst other things, a cherub and a long red robe.
Na gut, dann. Aber wo... Ich weiß nicht so recht, ich wollte eigentlich ja... da noch Sachen erledigen. Ich gucke jetzt mal hier in Aprils Diary. Next. Father Rule tells me that Gortez hasn't been around for a whole week. Not since I overheard the conversation between the two of them last Sunday. That's pretty scary. And it also means that whoever brought me back here, whoever helped me open the shift, it wasn't him. Wait, the dream I had a few nights ago. I remember it distinctly. I saw Gortez trapped inside some machine. I thought that was just a nightmare. Could it be that what I was seeing was some kind of vision? It's not impossible. But where is he being kept, and who's behind it? Save money. It's got something to do with the Vanguard. I need to get home and figure stuff out. Gut, I need to go home. Dann gehe ich mal nach Hause und versuche was herauszufinden. Hier ist ja... Was ist hier denn los? Hier ist ja gar keiner mehr. Das ist ja merkwürdig. Guck mal, hier standen doch welche und hier waren auch welche und... Das ist ja komisch. Aber hier ist gar keiner mehr. Freaky. Ich gehe mal in das Gebäude und guck mal, ob da... Warren hieß der, glaube ich, noch sitzt. Nee, Warren ist auch nicht mehr da. Ach, guck
It's out
mal.
of order.
Der geht auch nicht mehr so auf und zu. Ach doch, jetzt. Na gut, dann gehe ich wieder runter und dann fahre ich mit der U-Bahn. Oh Gott, die Woche ist ja noch nicht ganz rum, hoffe ich. Ich habe ja nur ein Wochenticket gekauft, glaube ich. So, dann nach Hause. Nach Hause kann ich nur. Guck mal, ich kann gar nicht mehr überall hinfahren. Ach, hier ist noch jemand. Na Gott sei es
I
gedankt
really
und
should go
gepriesen.
home and change into something that doesn't make me look like a medieval restorationist.
Ja, ja, ich bin unterwegs mit dir, April. Au. Abmarsch. Guck mal, wie merkwürdig, ne? Ist komisch, ist ganz leer, hier sitzt keiner mehr, der Maler ist nicht da. Das ist ja echt auch merkwürdig hier jetzt. Also, ist nicht nur, dass sich da Dinge in Arcadia verändert haben. Auch hier haben sich Dinge verändert, eindeutig. Dann gehe ich mal nach Hause. Ja, Mensch, du. Das ist ja verrückt. Wo renne ich denn ganz lang? Ach, ich muss da hinten rum. Ja. Mal gucken, ob zu Hause jemand ist, mit dem ich vielleicht sprechen kann. Ich denke aber mal fast nicht. Aber duschen und umziehen ist vielleicht auch nicht die schlechteste Idee. Ich denke, das ist ganz gut. Ich habe ja immer noch diese Sachen, diese ach, sag schon das deutsche Wort schnell. Die Kellnerin-Klamotten habe ich halt an. So, wollte ich sagen. Gut. Oh, was ist hier denn passiert?
What's going on here?
April, run! Get out of here!
Warum?
Why? What's
Run,
the...
April, now!
I wouldn't listen to her if I were you. Move over there.
Oh,
I said move.
okay, was ist hier denn los?
Emma, who's this man? Tell me what's going on. Who are you? What do you want?
He's just following orders, Miss Ryan. He's just a servant. My servant.
Wessen?
I was hoping you would join our little party. You're a very difficult person to find, Miss Ryan. A very difficult person to find.
What are you doing to my friends?
If you cooperate, nothing. Nothing permanent, at any rate. But if you make this any harder than it has to be, I will have your friends shot. All of them.
Okay.
What do you... Do I know you? I know you. I've seen your face somewhere.
My name is Halloway. Gordon Halloway. I work for Jacob McAllen, who I am certain you have heard of, yes? He runs the Church of Voltec, also known as the Vanguard. He has been insisting on meeting you, Miss Ryan. Of course, we were not sure who you were at first, but we knew we would find you in Venice. You did give us a run for our money, I must admit. Your shift a week ago today made it a lot easier, but then you decided to stay out of town for a while. Smart. Coming back, though, was rather stupid.
Was willst du denn von mir?
What do you want from me?
We want you, and what you carry with you. We have our connections in Arcadia. We know of your journey north. Good job on our friend Mr. Clax, by the way. Good job. Very impressive. Of course, not to mention the fine work you did on that Gribbler creature. She was not very cooperative. She just refused to listen to reason. But she was a twisted old girl, and we respected that. Unfortunately, we lost track of you once you set out to sea. The Tyran are not very comfortable with water, and so there was no chance of sending anyone after you. However, with your good fortune and, shall we say, good breeding, I am certain you brought some valuable items back with you. I would expect no less from a bright and industrious girl such as yourself. So, give me what you have and let us be done with this nasty business. I will let your friends go, and then you and I will go on a little trip.
Oh mein Gott, ey. Warte mal, was gibt's denn hier für Möglichkeiten jetzt? Alright, release my friends and you will get what I have. There's nothing I have that you could possibly want. No way, I'm not giving you anything. Ich denke nicht, dass meine Entscheidung jetzt eine große Auswirkung auf den Spielverlauf hat. Ne? Aber die Frage ist ja, stellt man das Wohl aller über das Wohl von ein paar Leuten, die jetzt hier einfach am Start sind? Ist nicht so einfach. Ich sag jetzt einfach mal, da ist nichts, also ich habe nichts, was du haben können wolltest.
There's nothing I have that you could possibly want.
Leave that decision to me, Miss Ryan. Just hand it all over, and we can let these fine people return to their pathetic little lives. You have caused them enough pain, yes? But first, we still need to teach you and your friends a lesson. Shoot that one.
Emma! What the hell is going on?
Alter, die haben Emma erschossen.
Get out of my way, Zach!
Where are you going, April? Don't you know the game's up?
What game, Zach? They're trying to kill me. They just shot Emma.
Who did?
The agents, the Vanguard.
But they said they weren't really gonna hurt nobody. They were just gonna...
They said? What do you mean? You spoke with them?
No, I mean, they were just gonna arrest you and...
bastard! You sold me out? You killed Emma? Do you know that? You killed my best friend!
I didn't...
Oh.
Zach, are you... Shit!
Haha. Ja, da werde ich ja jetzt sicher sein.
Open up!
Hab ich hier noch...
If you don't open, we'll break down the door.
My suitcase. When fame and wealth come knocking,
Let's do it.
I'll buy
Take
a
it
wardrobe
down.
the size of an ocean liner and fill it with clothes for $1 million. Right now, I'll try to focus on my work.
Ja, aber ich habe hier nichts. Kann ich mich unterm Bett verstecken?
I don't need to make my bed. It's been too hot to sleep with a cover.
Ach Mano, was mache ich denn jetzt? Kann ich da raus? Raus da. Nein, nicht zumachen. Ach, komm schon.
I've heard that if one stares long enough at a brick wall, one learns to decipher the infinitesimal patterns of cosmos. However, I don't think I have time for that today.
Ah, ich kann doch hier... Nee. Ich dachte, mit der Uhr kann ich einen... Weißt, da dachte ich, kann ich so einen Riss machen vielleicht. Kann ich da irgendwie raus? Da war doch gerade hier.
Oh god, this is not gonna be fun, but I don't have a choice. Close your eyes, April! Oh shit!
Traurig. Och Mann, jetzt ist Emma. Ach, das finde ich doch kacke. Vielleicht hätte ich das wenigstens verhindern können. Das weiß ich natürlich nicht. Ich sehe wieder nichts. Hallo? Ich habe nur ein schwarzes Bild. Und einen Ton. Ach, da bin ich rausgekrabbelt. Ach Gott, da ist er. Da komme ich also nicht mehr rein. Ach, hab mich doch gerne, ey. So. Ich lese mal erstmal mein Tagebuch. Sunday, the 5th August, late morning. They shot Emma. They killed her. God knows what they've done to Mickey and Fiona. And Zack, they got him too. But I'm not gonna shed any tears over him. He sold us out, all of us. Because of me. It's all my fault. I got them involved, my friends, and it got Emma killed. And maybe the others too. And I don't know what to do or how to feel. I'm so miserable. I hate myself. Yet, at the same time, could I have done anything different? They were all caught up in. We were all caught up in whatever this is, this cosmic farce. Is it ever gonna end? Maybe when I accept my destiny and give up everything to become guardian. Maybe that's where it's gonna end. And now I don't. No choice. Because if I give up now, Emma's death will be mean nothing. I have to go on. I have to go on. No more than ever. Okay, dann lässt sich das ja anscheinend nicht verhindern, dass ich hier... Kann ich hier lang gehen noch? Dass Emma da stirbt? Ich kann doch hier nicht... Weiß, der sieht mich ja jetzt, wenn ich dann...
Oh, shit. Somebody's watching the entrance. There's no way I'm getting by without him seeing me. But there's no other way out of here either.
Habe ich noch den Unsichtbarkeitstrank? Bind Magic Potion, Invisible. I'm the Invisible Man. Boom. Na, immerhin. Haha, cool. Auf geht's.
Who's there? I know somebody's there. I can hear you.
Ja, aber du kannst mich nicht
Nah,
sehen.
probably just a sewer rat.
Ja. Weiter. Geh. To the bridges. Aber wohin jetzt? Wohin? Ich bin voll stinkender Klamotten. Ich habe keine Ahnung, wo ich hingehen soll. Habe ich irgendwie...
I got my body back. That was a close call, though. If I'd been caught, I don't want to think about what would have happened.
Ja, aber wo kann ich denn jetzt als nächstes hin? Ach, guck mal, jetzt habe ich hier nur noch den. Ich habe noch die Sternenkarte, da weiß ich auch noch nicht so genau, was ich damit machen muss. Ah, Mann, ey. Ist das alles ein Käse? Wo soll ich hingehen? Ich gehe jetzt hier mal rüber. Vielleicht doch noch mal zu dem Priester. Also, weil der weiß ja wenigstens... Der weiß ja wenigstens, worum es geht, ne? Also mit dem könnte man vielleicht noch sprechen. Gortez wird ja wahrscheinlich gefangen gehalten. Ich könnte natürlich auch mal gucken, hier der komische Flipper-Typi, der wollte mir doch hier so eine Karte machen, damit ich da rein kann in das... Oh, oh. Oh, oh. Oh nein. Oh Gott. Oh Gott, oh Gott, oh Gott. Hallo?
What's that? The mystery door. It's open.
Ja, rein da. Wo bin ich jetzt? Das war am Anfang die Geschichte erzählt hat, ne?
I'm pretty sure, actually. I'm not in Venice anymore. Now I know how Alice and Dorothy felt.
Wo bin ich denn hier? Kann ich mit der reden? Die erzählt doch eigentlich die Geschichte. Also sie ist doch eigentlich diejenige, die jetzt am Feuer sitzt und die Geschichte von mir erzählt. Das finde ich ja cool.
Welcome, April Ryan.
I won't ask how you know my name. But who are you?
The Lady Elvane is my name now.
And where am I? What's this place?
This is my home, the house of all worlds.
This is Arcadia? It looked like I passed through a shift, but it didn't feel... It felt different. Not like shifting.
It's similar to shifting, except that you did not pass through dreams, and you're not in Arcadia, nor in Stark. This place is between and everywhere. But don't worry. You are safe from your pursuers, for the moment.
Okay. Did you bring me here?
You brought yourself here. But yes, I opened a doorway for you.
Okay.
Why?
Because that's how the story goes, April. You escape. You outrun your pursuers, and your journey continues. It's been written, and we cannot change that now.
Lady Elvane, I appreciate your help, but I'm so tired of hearing about my destiny and about prophecies. I've lost a good friend today, and...
She's not dead.
What? What did you say?
Emma's not dead. She was hurt, but not killed.
Gott sei Dank.
Oh, thank God. Are you sure?
I'm quite certain. She is on her way to the hospital as we speak. But the others, Charlie, Fiona, they're angry at you. They blame you for Emma's pain and for not letting them in on the truth.
They should blame me. I brought it all to them. The violence, the chaos. I've hurt so many people since this all started. And yet, at the time, it all seemed justified.
It was. The fate of the many depend on the sacrifice of the few. Your sacrifice most of all. You've made so many, and you'll have to make many more before this is all over.
Will it ever be over?
Eventually. The pain won't go away, though. You'll keep that with you forever.
I don't know if I can go on. It's so hard.
Listen to me, April. You must go on. You must be brave. They all depend on you. And you can do it. You can get through this. Just remember what's important and what's not. Remember who your friends are and trust them. Let them help you.
I already did that, and look where it got them.
So, somebody gets hurt. That doesn't mean you can give up. I want you to go to Mercuria, to see for yourself how those who are not willing to surrender are holding up. You can learn from their courage.
I can't go there. I can't shift. People tell me I have this talent, but it's not true. If I can't use it, what good is it?
But you have used it twice already. April, child, you must learn to believe in yourself and your abilities. Use what you know, what you do best, to focus your magic.
What I do best? You mean painting?
If that's what you do best, then yes. Use that as a focal point. After a while, you won't even need that. But it's a beginning.
What about the other things I have to do? What about the Guardian?
The Vanguard are holding Adrian, the Guardian, captive. But they still don't know where the entrance to the Guardian's realm is located.
Okay.
Shouldn't I free Adrian immediately?
Go first to Mercuria. The doorway will bring you there. If you go straight back to Stark, the Vanguard will find you.
Yeah.
Thanks, Lady Elvane. I'm not going to ask you how you know everything you just told me, because I'm not sure I want to know.
Good luck on your journey ahead, April. I will keep my fingers crossed for you.
Maybe I'll see you again.
Oh, I'm quite certain of that. Quite certain.
Okay. Das ist ja alles merkwürdig hier. Ich habe wieder was aufgeschrieben in mein cooles Tagebuch. Da möchte ich gerne reingucken, bevor ich die Tür benutze. Hallo? April? April Ryan. So, und da ist schon Kapitel 10. Gibt's denn das? Also, das war ja ein kurzes Kapitel, das Kapitel 9 jetzt, oder? Also, ich möchte jetzt hier reingucken in mein April's Diary. Das wird wieder eine sehr zerschnippelte Folge. Das wird mir wieder sehr zerpflückt aufgenommen werden, weil jedes Mal, wenn ja eine Aufnahme kommt, eine Videosequenz oder so, und jedes Mal, wenn ich das Tagebuch aufmache, dann cuttet der ja. Aber egal. Also, was ist denn jetzt hier? Was habe ich aufgeschrieben? Sunday, August the 6th. Around midday, and my life was hanging by a thin thread this morning. If the Lady Alvain hadn't invited me to her house, by the way, if what looked like a shift, I would have been captured and maybe killed by now. She also told me that Emma will be okay, and even though I can't be sure she's telling me the truth, I trust that she is. There was something about her, something so disconcertingly familiar, that I can't help but trust her implicitly. Not to mention the fact that she helped me out when I most needed it. It's really strange how much she seems to know about me. And it's so frustrating that she wouldn't tell me more. At least she brought me here to Mercuria and see how people are holding up in the face of war. And I guess to complete the disc, I wonder who stayed on. Tobias, maybe? Or Abnexus. I don't think he'd leave without saying goodbye. And Brian. Can't forget Brian. All I have to go visit them all on last time. Ja, das mache ich auch. Jetzt gucke ich erstmal hier rein, wenn ich hier ja schon ankomme. Vielleicht ist ja jemand hier. Draußen
It's
ist ja
deserted,
niemand.
and from the looks of the place, I'd say they left in a hurry, too.
Oh, aber reingehen kann ich wohl
It's
nicht.
deserted.
Gut, dann to the city. Da kann ich dann wohl nichts machen. Alles klar. Ach, ich habe wieder was aufgeschrieben. Oh Gott, das wird echt eine Schnippel-die-Dippel-Sache. Und dann gehe ich erstmal auf den Marktplatz. Guck mal, jetzt stehen hier die Tiere nicht mehr. Keine. Hier haben sie mit dem Degen gekämpft. Und ich gehe jetzt erstmal die Plätze abklappern, bevor ich lese, was ich aufgeschrieben habe. Mal gucken, ob hier jetzt noch der Hütchenspieler und so ist. Nicht mal der.
It's a cups game.
Nein, hierhin. Hier ist nichts weiter. Keine Karten, ist ja niemand mehr da.
I wonder if that's supposed to be anybody in particular, or just any old head.
Gut, hier ist nichts. Dann gehe ich in die Kirche. Puh.
The doors are locked and bolted. I guess the Sentinel have decided to skip town with the rest of the population.
Ja, das kann natürlich sein. Alles klar, dann husch mal hier rüber, April. Weil das kann ich ja mal abkürzen hier. So, dann gehe ich gucken, ob Abnexus noch da ist. Vielleicht ist der ja noch da. Hier, komm her. Aber der ist wahrscheinlich auch abgehauen. Ne? Die werden ja hier alle abhauen dann. Auf geht's. Hallo.
Enter, honored guest, and I would have been with you presently.
Nee, der ist noch da. Guck mal, der ist nicht gegangen.
I'm glad to see you're okay, Abnaxus.
Should I not have been okay, April Ryan?
I wasn't sure. Everybody else has left town.
Yes, most everyone did. A war is coming.
Shouldn't you be leaving too, then?
I am, after I see you again.
You shouldn't be putting yourself in danger for my sake, Abnaxus.
Then, for the sake of the balance, you will find 3 stones, yes?
Ja, habe ich.
I did, yeah. You're just missing one now.
Here, this was the stone of the Venar entrusted to me. I was to take this to Mercuria, and there hold embassy until the Kanangla will come to take it from me.
Dankeschön. Dann habe ich
You
jetzt
had
alle
this the
4.
whole time? Why didn't you tell me before?
To have been carrying this on your journey will be too risky, April Ryan. You have it now. 4 stones to make one. Now my task is done, and the veil is upon me. There is only the present and the past now. Only those two, not the future. The veil is upon us all, April Ryan. I must leave for my people, to be with them in this time of darkness.
Thank you for your help, Abnaxis. I will miss you.
And I you, April Ryan. May the balance bless you. May the balance bless and protect us all.
Wieder was aufgeschrieben, ich gucke da aber gleich. Danke. Ja, bis dann. Komm gut nach Haus. Ich würde da oben gerne mal gucken, wie der da so wohnt, ne? Na gut. Hier kann ich ja nichts weiter. Nee, da sind nur die Bücher. Alles klar. Dann gucke ich, ob Brian noch da ist. Puh. Aber so richtig Krieg ist ja noch nicht ausgebrochen. Die Leute sind halt geflohen vor dem Krieg, der kommen wird, ne? Also es wird Zeit, dass ich schnell handle. Nach Möglichkeit. Hallo.
I figured you'd still be here, Brian.
April Bloody Ryan. Well, what do you know? It's good to see you, girl. Now get the hell out of Marcuria before the shit hits the fan.
Warum bist denn du nicht weggelaufen?
You're not leaving, are you, Mr. Westhouse?
I guess I'm not. I always was an idiot.
You're not an idiot, Mr. Westhouse. Brian, you're just fighting for something you believe in, something you care about.
I don't care a whittle about this bloody town.
I think you do. I think you care a lot, but you hate to admit it.
Yeah, well. I built this house with my own 2 hands, you know. First thing I ever did that I was proud of. Real proud of. I ain't about to leave it to those damn tyrant trolls waltzing in here under the pretense of defending their borders. It's the Vanguard holding their leash, be sure of that.
What are you gonna do when they get here?
I got an old gun locked up in the pantry. Enough bullets to take down at least 24 of those goblins. I'm going down fighting, that's for sure.
You'll be fine, I'm sure of that. Just leave the bottle be until the victory party, okay?
Don't worry about that, girl. That's my last batch of real whiskey. All I got left now is bloody Marcurian wine. And believe me, you don't want to get drunk on that.
I believe you. Just take care of yourself, Brian. Take real good care.
And you, Miss Ryan. I'll be keeping my fingers crossed for you.
Danke.
And if you ever come back this way...
I promise to visit you, of course. Goodbye, Brian.
Ach, Mann. Na gut. Okay, das habe ich. Jetzt kann ich hier noch hingehen. Und
Some kind of sandstone, but grittier.
Ja. Und jetzt guck mal, ich habe doch jetzt die 4 Steine, ne? Pass mal auf. Und man kann doch hier, guck mal, hier kann man doch welche reintun. Siehst du das? Und da gucke ich jetzt mal. Die gehören hier nämlich bestimmt rein. Ach so, die gehen nur... Ah, dann gehört der hier rein. Ich verstehe. Nicht jeder passt überall rein. Das erleichtert es mir und ich muss nicht Rätsel raten. Und was passiert dann wohl? Na, ich bin ja sehr gespannt. Dark's People Stone. Und dann... Ach ja, der zusammengefügte Stein hier. Nee, dann da oben. Ach Mensch, du. Jetzt muss ich nur noch dann auch rausfinden. Also mir fehlen ja noch die Edelsteine fehlen. Die habe ich noch nicht komplett. Und ich weiß ja auch nicht, wo der Zugang ist, ne? Ja, den blauen Edelstein habe ich. Na, das. Ach ja, ich habe aber ja die Sternenkarte. Ich muss nur jemanden finden, der die lesen kann. Vielleicht kann ich da, hier rein. Vielleicht kann ich da irgendjemanden fragen noch. Das darf ich mal nicht vergessen. So, nu? Ah, irgendwas funktioniert da nicht. Guck mal.
I think something's gone wrong.
Ja, ich glaube auch. Kann ich hier noch was angucken? Nee. Gehen wir nochmal runter. Ach, guck mal, der ist auch noch da. Hallo.
So you're still here?
Eh? Oh, it's just you. If you have come to use the library, I'm afraid I must disappoint you. We're all very busy today. Very busy indeed.
Don't worry, I didn't come by to do any reading today.
Good. With the tyrant army approaching, we don't have much time.
Ach so. Ist Vestrum Tobias irgendwo in der Nähe? Kann ich ja mal fragen.
Is Vestrum Tobias around?
Oh, goodness. You do not know? I'm sorry to have to tell you this, but Tobias, he's dead. Murdered.
Ach du Scheiße.
No, by whom?
We don't know, but we suspect Vanguard agents, of course. In the chaos of the evacuation, the soldiers had their hands full making sure no one was trampled, and that looters were promptly apprehended. When we visited the temple after everyone had left, there were so many books and valuable artifacts we wanted to bring here for safekeeping. We found Tobias by the mules he loved so dearly. He'd been stabbed in the heart, and from the looks of it, he didn't resist much at all. He probably even knew his assailant.
Why Tobias? He was the kindest, gentlest man I've ever known. Always helpful, always ready to listen. I'll really miss him.
So will all of us. He was a great man, and a great Vestrum, and we will never see another like him. But unfortunately, there were many who disagreed with his views, and the Vanguard, well, they would be happy to see the end of him for good.
Another reason for doing everything we can to stop them.
Ja, verlässt du die Stadt nicht?
Shouldn't you be leaving the city?
Leaving? No, I'm staying here with my fellow minstrel. The Enclave is our life and our home, and we're not letting the Vanguard and the Tyrant army drive us away. But we will defend ourselves.
With what? Books?
We may look harmless, but don't judge a book by its cover. There are many of us who are skilled at magic. I can throw a pretty mean ball of fire myself.
Cool.
We even have swords and bows, and a few of us are well versed with deadly weaponry. So we won't be easily defeated, trust me.
Gut. Wofür ist das rostige Rad unten?
What's the rusty wheel downstairs for?
A wheel? Oh, yes, the wheel. That's used for draining the water out of the pool.
Good luck.
And to you,
Gut.
the same.
Alles klar. Jetzt gehe ich hier nochmal hoch. Hey. Hey, April Ryan geht nicht. Warum nicht? Hallo? Na, dann geh halt runter. Ist nicht so schlimm. Hoch will sie anscheinend nicht gehen. Keine Ahnung. Dann mache ich das rostige Rad nochmal bewegen.
Won't budge.
Okay, also das funktioniert nicht. Dann hoffe ich mal, sie kommt jetzt da vorbei. Ja, sieht ganz gut aus, ne? Na, das ist ja... Ich muss da oben bestimmt noch irgendwas machen. Das ist bestimmt noch nicht fertig. Kann ich... Vielleicht...
It's emerald green, teeming with life and carrying the pleasant salty scent of distant shores.
Kann ich das hier nicht mal nehmen? Und hier hinlegen? Nee.
It's a circular hollow about 20 centimeters across and about 5 centimeters deep.
Ja, wir müssen ja hier diese Disk draus machen, wahrscheinlich aus denen. Weißt, die müssen ja wahrscheinlich irgendwie eingeschmolzen werden. Ach so, vielleicht durch die Sonne. Pass mal auf, ist da oben... Kann ich da nicht irgendwie... Warte mal. Nee. Ich lese mal die Texte erstmal. Das hatte ich. Das. Makuya is completely deserted. It's strange how ghost-like the city feels, how frightening a familiar sight can be when there's nobody around. When all you can hear is the wind and the sea. Where did they all go in such a hurry? The city has not been invaded. Everything looks the same as it did before. The tyrant army must be closed through. If nobody dares stay any longer, I'll have not to hurry up and get things done before they get here. I don't know a lot about these tyrant creatures, but from what I've been told, they're not particularly friendly. Sunday, early afternoon. I got the final stone, the last piece of the disc of balance. At Nexus had it. I'm so glad it was him, although I wish he'd had told me earlier. At least I didn't have to go find another magical species living in a lake of lava or in some kind of poisonous swamp or something like that. So what now? Well, these 4 stones are supposed to be combined into one stone, one disc, which will serve as a key into the Guardian's realm. The question is, how do I make this disc and where? Tobias told me the disc used to be kept at the Enclave, so that's a good place to start, I guess. Ja gut, da bin ich ja alleine drauf gekommen, so ist nicht. Jetzt weiß ich nur noch nicht, vielleicht... Ich habe ja auch nichts mehr. Pass auf, ich rufe jetzt erstmal hier mein Vögelchens. Und vielleicht kann der noch hier rumflattern und sieht wieder irgendwas, wo ich dann hin kann. Weißt, wie das bei dem Wald auch war. Oder beim Dschungel, glaube ich. Ah, da ist er ja. Hallo, Crow.
Don't tell me. You need help with something you can't get to.
Nice to see you, too. Why so cynical?
Because it seems like the only times you call me is when you need me to do something. It's never to say, hello, Crow, what have you been up to? Or, hey, just wanted to let you know how much I love you.
Oh.
Sorry. There's just so much on my mind I forget to treat my friends right.
Friend? I'm your friend.
Oh.
Whatever you need me to do, babe, I'm there.
Ach Gott, der ist einfach so putzig, oder? Der ist einfach so putzig. Oh.
What do you need me to do?
Ach so, das ist alles. Mehr kann ich mit dem nicht reden. Aber was kann ich denn mit dem machen? Kann ich den irgendwo... Ach, hier, guck mal. Ein Stone Dragon.
Something's preventing that stone dragon's mouth from opening completely. Could you check it out?
That's it? Easy.
Na dann, danke. Ach, guck, jetzt ist er da oben. Das ist ja echt nett gemacht, oder?
Yeah. I see what's wrong here. When was the last time they cleaned this thing? There's there's pigeon crap all over it. Some of it's so old it's almost petrified.
Na, bravo.
Great. Peck it off.
Peck it? No. No, that's disgusting. Nobody told me I was gonna be pecking pigeon crap when I joined up for this adventure.
Crow? Peck it off.
Yikes!
Oh, danke, Crow. Das kann ich nie wieder gut machen. Wirklich nicht. Scheiße.
I'm on fire!
oder? Das ist ja cool. So, warte, jetzt gehe ich da erst runter, bevor ich lese, was ich aufgeschrieben habe. Kann ich? Vielleicht kann der mir helfen hier mit meinem verrosteten Ding. Also, weil das Wasser muss da ja mal raus. Also, ich muss ja jetzt da das Ding haben.
Yes? Yes?
Achso, weißt du, warum das Rad sich nicht dreht?
Do you know why
Perfekt,
the
ja.
drainage wheel is
Was das
stuck?
blockiert.
Goodness, it is. Why, yes, of course it is. We keep the sluices locked so that the pool is not drained by accident.
Ja, aber kannst du das rausmachen? Genau, danke.
Certainly. But why?
Da ist was rein.
Because I need to drain the pool.
Goodness me, you do? Very well, I will unlock the sluices.
Danke.
Very well, I will unlock the sluices.
Perfekt. Dann einmal Wasser ablassen. Ach Gott, ja, das ist doch ganz schön tief. Guck mal an. Ja, das schnapp ich mir jetzt erstmal. Lauf doch mal schneller, April. So, dann lass mich mal sehen.
It's the complete and assembled stone disc, forged by the fire of a dragon and chilled in the cool waters of the Sentinel Enclave.
Guck mal, und kann da zum Beispiel jetzt schon mal der blaue Stein rein? Nee. Aber die gehören da bestimmt rein, ne? Ja. Ja, das ist ja schon mal was. Und wo könnte jetzt das nächste Juwel sein? Also irgendwo muss das ja noch sein. Ne? Mir fehlt ja noch eins. Aber wo? Lass mich mal schauen. Okay. Oh.
Oh my god, it's an army heading this way, and they've got the road blocked. Where's a shift when you need one? I'm in real trouble here. Come on, shift, shift. I did it last time I was scared out of my mind, and I don't feel any safer now. It's not working. I'm just gonna have to hide out in the... Oh! Saved by the bell. Again. I'm like the Incredible Hulk, except my powers only work when I'm scared silly. That's the second time I've opened a shift by instinct alone when I've been in mortal danger. The frustrating thing is, I still don't know how to do it when I'm not scared. Wait, didn't the old lady say I should use what I do best to focus my talents? Is running away really what I do best? Come to think of it, why did the shift dump me here? I wasn't even thinking about the studio.
Wahrscheinlich, weil ich malen kann, um mir ein neues Schiff zu erschaffen. Ja, nächstes Kapitel schon, ne? Schon in Kapitel 11. Das geht ja heute hier knall auf Fight. Die Kapitel sind etwas kürzer als sonst. Ja, ich schnapp mir jetzt mal mein Malzeug, aber ich weiß auch nicht so genau.
It's Emma's contribution to the exhibition. I have no idea what it is, and neither, apparently, does she. But it looks absolutely beautiful.
Das könnten diese Mermen sein, ne? Sieht fast so aus wie diese Mermen. Ja. Gut, ich versuche mich jetzt mal da wieder zurückzumalen. Mir fehlt da ja noch ein Stein. Was soll ich machen? Ich brauche noch einen Edelstein. Ich weiß nur noch
The
nicht
old
genau
woman,
woher. Ne?
Lady Alvane, was it? She said something about using my craft to focus my powers, to learn how to open a shift at will. I guess it's worth a try. I did it on my own. I did it.
April.
Oh, Mother. What's wrong with you?
Touch me, April.
What's happening to you, Mother?
I am dying, April.
But you can't die. You're the Mother, the White Dragon. You're eternal. Aren't you?
The Mother is, April, but I am not. It is time for the new to replace the old, for the seed to grow into a flower, and for the withered and the grey to turn to dust and pass on into the ages.
Help me understand, please.
Take my blue eye, the crystal. You need it.
But I can't.
Take it, quickly.
Thank you. Please don't go.
I am tired. The war with chaos has taken its toll on me. I wish I could have seen my children grow up.
When will the egg hatch?
When I die and turn to dust. Be here, then, to witness the new mother.
I promise.
Be who you are, April. Do not be afraid of that.
Who am I?
My daughter. My own daughter.
Be who you are. Sister? Sister. I can do it now. I can shift. It's not easy, but I can do it. Ironic as it may be, though, I think I've done all I can do in Arcadia. I have the 2 Arcadian Dragon's Eye jewels, the disc, and the star map. Now I need to find the Guardian, the 2 missing jewels, and somebody who can help me decipher the star map. And I have to look for those things here, in Stark.
Gut, dann mache ich mich da gleich auf den Weg. Ich lese jetzt erst noch die Sachen, die ich aufgeschrieben habe. Also, Sunday, 6th August mid-afternoon. I figured out where the 4 pieces of the disc used to be kept at the enclave, and with a little help from Crow, I managed to melt the stones with fire into the complete stone disc. Now, all I have to do is retrieve the disc from the pool inside the library, find the 2nd Arcadian Dragon's Eye jewel, and go home. The fact that I have no idea how to go about accomplishing those 2 last tasks doesn't really bother me. I've been in worse binds before, and all of them during the past week, so I'm betting I'll be able to figure this one out too. Yes, you have done this. Okay, next is... Again, with the last minute shifting. What's up with that? Who's doing this? I'm really opening a shift on my own without releasing it? And can I only do this when I'm scared out of my mind? That's not particularly confident. But now I'm just thinking about myself, which I have a nasty habit of doing. What's about Minstrom Yaren and Brian and all the other people left in Mercuria? They're facing an army with nothing but their courage. How are they going to cope? I have it easy. I can always run away. They can't. They have too much to fight for. I just have to help them out the only way I know how, by finishing what I started. I still need to go back to Arcadia one last time to retrieve the 2nd Dragon's eye-yule, and I think I know where to find it, where all this started. The only question is, how do I get there? Lady Alvan said to use my talents to focus my powers, and my only talent is art. Das habe ich ja auch schon. Sunday, late afternoon. The white dragon is dead, but she lives on her daughter, in the white dragon reborn. But to know how that she was my mother, my real mother, I don't know how to feel anymore. Is it true? It is, because I feel that it is, and because that would explain so much. My journey did begin with an answer, like the old dragon told me, and it's only now that I knew the question, who am I? I am the daughter of the white of the dragon, which makes me one of the kin, whatever that means. So I'm still April, right? Am I still myself? I don't even know that. I've always known I was adopted, but this, to know that I'm not even really human, that I was put on this earth for a purpose, and that everything happens for a reason, scary. Suddenly, the prospect of becoming guardian doesn't seem so impossible after all. At least it would put an end to all my problems for the time being. Kinda like checking out of the world for time. 1,000 years. Right, so here's the plan. I got the disc, I got 2 of the dragon eye-yules, I got star map, and Burns Flipper should have my fake ID ready right about now. Ja, siehste, dann kann ich zu dem gehen, siehste. Which means I can get to Grantle Avenue, where the Vanguard has the headquarters, and with luck, I'll be able to find out what they know about the Guardian, if they have him. Also, I need to find somebody to decode the star map for me, to find out where the entrance of the Guardian's realm is located. That done, I just need to find the second 2 jewels. Gortez told me I know where to find them, so this means I'll have to find him. God, my schedule is really packed, isn't it? Yeah, it is, April, it is really.
It's been more than 2 years since my last confession, but no. I'm not in a mood to be counting beads right now, and with my list of, shortcomings, I'll be counting beads for a very long time.
Alles klar, pass auf, dann gehe ich jetzt mal gucken. Ich gehe jetzt erstmal zu Flipper. Da gehe ich jetzt erstmal als erstes hin und werde mal gucken, ob meine ID fertig ist. Dann kann ich noch in das Gebäude, wo die Vanguards sind. Dann kann ich auch mal gucken, ob ich dem Flipper die Star Map geben kann. Der kann das ja vielleicht deuten und lesen. Ich habe ja hier niemanden mehr. Ich kann ja nicht nach Hause zurück. Nichts. Also das ist ja eh gefährlich. Also wenn, dann höchstens zu ihm. Ich denke... Ja, da muss ich jetzt nicht hin. Ich denke, das ist die einzige Möglichkeit, die ich jetzt habe, oder? Also, anders wüsste ich es nicht. Also, upstairs. Und hier lang. Ich hoffe, er kann mir da helfen. Ich hoffe es wirklich. Bam. Und hierhin. Na, ich bin ja sehr gespannt, ob der die ID fertig hat. Hoffentlich lebt der noch nicht, dass der auch wieder, weißt du, also man weiß es ja nicht. Irgendwie sterben im Moment die Leute ein bisschen so wie die Fliegen. Und jeder, der was mit mir zu tun hatte, ist ja potenziell jemand, der nicht unbedingt überleben darf. Also es kann natürlich durchaus sein, oh Gott, ne, das fehlt mir jetzt noch, weißt du. Leichen pflastern meinen Weg, wie immer, ey. Egal welches Spiel ich spiele. Fürchterlich. Weiß auch nicht, irgendwas mache ich da falsch. Okay. Ach, ihn gibt's noch. Hallo.
Sorry I'm late.
Whoa! It's the fake ID girl. Hold on.
The fake ID girl. Yeah, I'm the fake ID girl.
You got it?
Where you been, man? I've been holding on to this for a week now. Yeah, a week.
What's the trouble? I paid up front.
What's the trouble? What's the fucking trouble? The trouble is, baby, this thing's hot. It sizzles, man. They catch me with the shit on my hands, they give me 20 at least.
Like you wouldn't get twice that for any of the stuff you have in here.
Yeah, but that's mine, man. Mine. My problem. This here is yours. Shit, take it. I don't want it anymore.
Gut, alles klar, danke. Pass auf, kann ich dir hier...
What up?
That's all.
Nein, das ist nicht alles. Warte! Ich bin noch nicht fertig. Warte, vielleicht kann der... Kannst du das lesen? Ja, siehst du. Dachte ich mir doch, dass das funktioniert.
Any chance of you deciphering this for me?
Bitte sag ja.
Looks old. This old? It looks old. It's gotta be old. What do? Rip off a museum or something? Because I'm cool with that.
It was a gift. Would you be able to calculate the coordinates of that cross based on the positions of the stars?
Shouldn't be a problem, as long as this thing's accurate. I'll just do some chem trace tests. See when it was made, and then figure out the rotation of the constellations and calculate the... Yeah, sure.
Okay, perfekt.
And what's it gonna cost me?
This time, you still got credit from the AG unit you gave me. Works
Okay.
like a fucking charm, I'll tell you, baby. It's hot. I can float like the wind. Duds. Even with two people on at the same time. Oh, yeah.
I don't want to know that. So, when can I get the results?
Can't do the chem tests here, but I'll call a friend of mine. Owes me a favor. Come back later. Yeah, later. Much later.
Okay,
Sure.
later.
And hey, don't wait a week this time.
Alles klar.
Got it.
Mach ich nicht. Gut, pass auf, während er da guckt, kann ich doch mal meine coole neue ID ausprobieren, oder? Würde ich sagen. Dann kann ich doch mal da zu dem Hochhaus fahren. Was soll ich auch sonst tun? Auf in die Höhle des Löwen, würde ich sagen. Was auch sonst. Ich habe ja sonst nichts zu tun, ich muss nur die Welt retten. Ich muss nur noch schnell die Welt retten. So. Auf zur Subway. So, also hierhin jetzt. Und dann muss ich hierhin, zu den Elevators. Da war ich ganz am Anfang des Spiels schon mal. Und da haben sie mich ja nicht reingelassen, ne? So, ich habe ja jetzt die passende ID. Ich tue so souverän. Ich sehe aus. Ich fall gar nicht auf. Weißt du, die Klamotten aus Arcadia noch an und stink wahrscheinlich wie so ein Wiedehupf, weil ich ja in die Kanalisation gesprungen bin. Ach Mann. So, was ist denn hier? Der sieht ja komisch aus. Okay. Pizza Machine. Nee, ich wollte den Jungen. Ach, da ist ein Pizzabox. Ein Shuttle. Also, guck ich mal. Was ist hier? Ach so, nee, ich guck die erstmal an. So. Mal schauen.
It's a bingo instant pizza machine. I never liked those things. They taste like artificially flavored cardboard boiled in grease.
Gut. Aber benutzen kann ich es trotzdem.
I am sorry, but this bingo instant pizza maker has been shut down by order of the Newport Department of Biological Warfare.
About time, too.
If you or anyone in your immediate family has enjoyed a delicious bingo instant pizza recently, please report to an area hospital as soon as possible. Have a nice day.
Ja, gut, dass ich keine Pizza gegessen habe. Guck mal, hier ist aber eine Pizzabox.
It's a pizza box.
Ja, hier, dann nimm die doch mal mit. Wofür auch immer, ich weiß es noch nicht, aber ich habe ja jetzt wieder ein bisschen Platz im Inventar. Ich habe ja Zeug zusammengepuzzelt und so. Jetzt kann ich ja Pizzakartons aus dem Müll mitnehmen. Kann ich da sonst noch was?
It's a garbage bin.
Okay, was ist hier mit dir? Tubes. Ach, das ist da hinten, die Tubes. Na, warte, guck erst hier noch. Was ist hier? Nix weiter. Clothing Store.
They got the coolest clothes in that store. The coolest and most expensive. I saved for months to buy a pair of socks there once. The coolest pair of socks I ever had.
Aber ich
I
kann da
could
rein.
definitely do with a change of clothes. And so what if this store's way out of my league? After what I've been through, I deserve to splurge a little.
Ja, das stimmt. Da hast du wohl recht. Ach, schade, ich habe gedacht, ich kann gucken.
I look good, I feel good. Thank God they had a thermal shower in there. I needed a proper disinfection and delousing.
Ja, ich sehe toll aus. Cool. Und geduscht habe ich auch. Perfekt. Ach, da ist... Ach, nee, ich dachte, das ist eine Nurse. To the Shuttles. Was sind denn die Tubes? Komm, da gehe ich mal als erstes hin. Guck mal, was das ist. Na, jetzt habe ich wenigstens endlich vernünftige Sachen an, Mensch. Cool. Was ist das denn hier? Was ist denn das hier? Okay, Ankunft. Ich quatsch hier einfach mal. Das sieht... Okay, da kann man bestimmt irgendwo hinfahren oder weißt, wie so eine Station oder sowas ist das, oder? Ich guck mal. Coole Klamotte hat die an. Kann ich die mal von vorne sehen?
Good morning, ma'am. How are you today?
Ah ja, danke. Fantastic, and you? What? Was geht dich das an? Aside from the fact that the fate of two worlds rests on my shoulders. Ich sag einfach fantastic.
Fantastic, and you? I am just fine, ma'am. Thanks for asking.
Well, isn't that just peachy?
I guess. How may I help you today, ma'am?
Danke, das ist alles. Ich will jetzt hier keinen Stunk anfangen.
That's all, thanks.
Thank you, ma'am. Please come back and see us again.
Okay, alles klar. Ich denke mal, hier kann ich noch gar nichts machen. Ich will ja nirgendwo hinfahren oder so. Ich will ja hier erstmal noch zu dem, wie hieß der, McAllen oder so. Also jedenfalls war das die Idee, die ich hatte. Und da gab es noch den Fahrstuhl oder was das war. Also da werde ich jetzt dann erstmal hingehen. Hier to the shuttle. Weil ich habe ja noch keine Idee, wo soll ich denn hinfliegen? Weißt du, also... Na, das ist mal schick hier, wa? Kannst du aber nicht mit dem Rest von Newport vergleichen, das sag ich dir. Also, ich komme gerade an anscheinend. Ich höre mich nur. Cop. To the street.
I have no clue where the MTI building is. I'll just end up walking up and down these streets all day long and somebody from the Vanguard might eventually spot me.
Ja, dann frage ich doch mal den Polizisten. Der wird mir das ja sagen können.
Officer?
Hello.
Yes, ma'am?
Can you direct me to the MTI building?
Certainly. See that huge, massive, towering building over there?
That's it.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thanks.
You're welcome, ma'am.
Ja, prima. Dann weiß ich doch jetzt, wo ich hin muss. Ach, guck mal, wie
Wow,
schick das alles
it's a
ist.
faux Roman palace. How very Las Vegas.
Aber sieht gut aus. Ja? Hallo? Guten Tag?
Scary. I believe that circle with a big X through it is supposed to represent the destruction of the balance. These guys don't kid around.
Na gut, komm her. Dann rede ich mal mit dem Rezeptionisten.
Hi there, Jerry.
Gerald, do you have an appointment?
I'm visiting a friend of mine. Da, ich möchte wirklich gerne deinen Boss, Mr. Jacob McAllen, sehen.
I really need to see your boss, Jacob McAllen.
There is no one here by that name, miss. This is a private building. I'm going to have to ask you to leave. Now.
Wie rufe ich in den Fahrstuhl?
How do I call the elevator?
You do not, miss. I call it.
Okay.
All right, thanks.
No, you misunderstand. I call it. For people who work in the building, or for those with appointments with the people who work in the building. You are... how shall I put this? Street vermin. A hooligan. Scum.
You were homesick the day they taught diplomacy, weren't you, Jerry?
Gerald, please leave the building.
Welche Etage ist denn Jacob McAllen?
What floor is Jacob McAllen on?
We do not have a Jacob McAllen working here, miss.
Ach, lüg mich
Do
doch
you have
nicht
any
an.
McAllens at all? I'm not picky.
I am not about to divulge any private information to a person such as yourself.
Good for you, Jerry.
Gerald, it would be so nice if you left now, miss.
Can I bribe you?
I'm sorry. What?
pay you to let me slip by you unnoticed into the elevator?
For goodness sake, miss, absolutely not. I am not your common lowlife.
I'm sure even a stand-up guy like you, Jerry, needs some pocket change now and then.
Gerald! And no, I do not. Now I would like you to leave. Immediately.
Thank you very much, Jerry.
Gerald! And if you do not leave, miss, I will be forced to call the police.
Ja, aber, pass mal auf, ich hab hier... Was habe ich hier denn? Ach, das ist meine ID-Karte. Ich hab hier eine Pizza. Ja, nee, essen will ich die nicht.
There's one piece of moldy pizza left inside this pizza box, and it seems to have chemically merged with the cardboard, so I'd better, keep it closed.
Okay, pass auf, aber ich nehme das jetzt mal und sag hier, ich will das genau. Das dachte ich
Got
mir
a
nämlich
pizza
schon.
delivery for Mr. McAllen.
Really? There's been no... Wait a second. Weren't you in here before?
Me? Nah. Been delivering pies to to Venice. I ain't been up here before. Nice hood, clean pavements, good air.
I could have sworn... Oh, very well. Give me the pizza and I will see to it that it's delivered to Mr. McAllen as soon as possible.
No can-do, guy. This has got to be delivered now, before it gets cold. You know how Mr. McAllen gets when his mozzarella is cold.
I can't very well leave my post, so... All right. Step into the elevator and I will send you to Mr. McAllen's office. But I want you back down here pronto, do you understand?
Ja, pronto, ich habe verstanden. Auf geht's. Tschung, da geht der Fahrstuhl. Alles klar. Was ist hier denn drin? Das sieht ja freaky aus.
What is that? It looks... God, it looks human! I'd guess the Vanguard are growing these creatures for a purpose. Maybe soldiers? That's one war I'll do my best to prevent. They're humanoid.
Okay. Dann gucke ich mal.
There are documents scattered all over the desk.
Ja, kann ich da mal, vielleicht kann ich da was mitnehmen, vielleicht steht da irgendwas. Ach, das ist doch alles was hier.
Papers. There's nothing here that... That's my name. And my address. Obviously there's... God, they've been tracking me, watching me.
Ja, natürlich. Also das hatte ich nicht anders erwartet, ja.
Uh-oh.
Huch. Hahaha. Kann ich mal gehen? Oh, nein.
You were the last person I'd expect to find here, Shifter. I've spent an obscene amount of money and resources tracking you down. Since before we knew your name. Before you even came to Newport. And then you simply walk into my lap. Like a mouse into a great big trap. Looking for the cheese, I'd imagine. The Guardian? Well, he's not here, I'm sorry to say. He's being held elsewhere, awaiting your directions. You do have them, yes? The directions to the Guardian's realm.
I know where the entrance is, but I'm not telling you anything. Let me go and I'll tell you everything. Sorry, but I never managed to find the entrance to the Guardian realm.
Sorry, but I never managed to find the entrance to the Guardian's realm.
Pity, really. And I thought you'd done so well on your journey across Arcadia. At least you have the disc and the 2 jewels I'm missing in your possession. So good of you to bring them here. I thought I might have to go pick them up myself.
I have friends.
Oh, you do? You do? The very best friends, too. Don't make me laugh, girl. Did you really expect your good buddy Gortez to tell you the truth? Or to come to your rescue like a knight in shining armor? He's been using you. Tobias, Gortez, the bloody kin, all your friends. They've been using you for their own selfish reasons.
Das glaube ich nicht.
They're no different from me, Shifter. No different at all.
The difference is that they care about people. They've helped me. You haven't. How have they been using me? Sie haben mir geholfen, du nicht.
They've helped me. You haven't.
Haven't I? I could have caught you earlier, Shifter. I had my eyes and ears in Arcadia, and you have made quite a spectacle of yourself from time to time.
Oh, no, ganz unauffällig
But
war
I
ich
let
doch
you
wohl.
go about your business. And now you return to me with precious gifts. So don't tell me I haven't helped you, just as you're helping me now. Now, you have been kept from the truth just as much as everyone, Shifter. You are just a piece in a grand game of chess. You're not even a big piece. You're a pawn.
Na, das glaube ich aber
Now,
nicht.
give me the disc and the jewels, the dragon eyes, and then we can wrap this game up. I'm quite certain you know more than you let on about the Guardian's realm as well. I'll have that information too, very soon.
Ich geb dir gar nichts.
I'm not giving you anything.
I have an army of devoted soldiers in this building, Shifter. I run this city. What are you going to do? Round up a mob of your friends? Forget about shifting as well. There are magical barriers against that in this building.
Scheiße.
All right, I give up. Here's the disc and the jewels.
Nein. Oh, oh. Das klingt irgendwie nicht so gut.
You see? I wasn't lying to you, unlike some of your accomplices. You don't have a choice. You must give me what you have.
Fine. Who the hell cares anyway? I'm exhausted and I give up. Gortez has abandoned me. I've hurt my two best friends in the world and maybe you're right. Maybe you're no different from the Sentinel. Maybe they're as bad as you, and maybe you deserve each other. It doesn't matter, you've won. What are you gonna do now?
Let me guess. This is where the heroine coaxes a confession from the villain before the final act of the play commences. Very well. I'm all for a satisfying denouement. What now? I have the Guardian, I have the disc, and the jewels, the key to the tower. And soon, if you play along like a nice little girl, I'll know where the gateway is.
So you don't need me anymore?
Apparently not. I thought I might, so I decided not to kill you. But now that I have the Guardian himself, your role in this game is up. After you tell me what I need to know, of course.
Then what will happen to me?
Nothing. I'll let you go. You can do me no harm, and I'm not a cruel man. Not unusually so, at any rate.
Was ist mit Gortez passiert? Das möchte ich gerne noch wissen.
What happened to Gortez?
Gortez. I had Gordon take care of him. He was just interfering too much for his own sake. There are rules, and he broke them. He brought you into... He broke the rules.
Okay. What will he do? Okay. Ja, was machst du denn, wenn du das Tor geöffnet hast?
What will you do once you open the gateway to the Guardian's realm?
Gordon Holloway will take the Guardian's place in the tower, and he will rule according to my plan. The worlds will be reunited, and the Earth will be one realm, as it was, and as it should be.
So, this is all part of your master plan to rule the Earth?
When you put it like that, I guess, yes. But I'll be a fair and just ruler, my dear.
What's the point? You're like, what, 60? In another 60 years you'll be dead, and then what? Leave the kingdom to your firstborn?
I'll be around a lot longer than 60 years. A lot longer. You really don't know me, do you? You really don't know anything about me.
Apparently not. How did you get the other 2 jewels?
I've had one of them for ages. The other came into my possession only a week ago, as luck would have it, and now I have the last 2, and the disc.
Why didn't you go look for the jewels and the pieces of the disc yourself?
I would have. But my power over Arcadia has been disturbingly limited until now. The Tyran have proved a valuable addition to my disciples, and with their help, I've dispensed with most of my opposition in Arcadia. But still, locating the stones would have required the cooperation of the Sentinel. Now, I may be a charismatic man, but I doubt they would have told me anything. And those wretched magical races, you think they would have cooperated? No. They were waiting for their savior, their prophecy come true. And you seem to fit the bill. Why not take advantage of that? As for the jewels, the white and the blue of the Drykin were not likely to submit to me, and that was a battle even I'd be well advised to avoid. But time is ticking, Shifter, and the wheel of the balance is turning. Please, enter the elevator to your right. I want to show you something.
Aha. Was willst du mir denn noch zeigen? Ach Gott, hier ist Gortez gefangen, gell? Das ist das, was ich in meinem Traum hatte. 100%.
What do you think?
What is it?
This is the end result of the centuries of work and research the Vanguard have done. A breeding ground for shifters such as yourself. Warrior shifters. So tell me, what do you think?
Okay. Kann man den da irgendwo sehen? Ich sehe den gar nicht. I'm impressed. Also ich kann jetzt nicht aufhören, weil ich jetzt nicht abspeichern kann. Deswegen werde ich jetzt das so lange noch spielen bis ich das nächste Mal speichern kann. Ne? Also geht die Folge heute ein bisschen länger. Ja, spielt es eine Rolle, was ich darüber denke?
Does it matter what I think?
No. I'm just trying to be polite. Now, give me the disc and the jewels. And don't try anything this time. I might have to hurt you myself.
Aber er weiß ja nicht wo. Noch nicht, ne? Ach, ist doch alles eine Scheiße. So, und nu? Ich will da auch gucken. Was ist denn das? Hallo? Sag doch mal was da. Okay, jetzt geht das wieder zu. Alles klar.
I will ask this one last time, because I am a patient man. Where is the gateway to the Guardian's realm?
I don't know. And I'll say this only final time because I'm a patient woman. I told you I don't know. It's reading. It's in reading, England. Soll ich den einfach... Ja, pass auf, ich schicke den auf eine falsche Fährte.
It's in Reading, England.
I'm sorry, what?
Right by the train station, there's a quaint little coffee shop. In the ladies' room of that coffee shop, you'll find the gateway you're looking for.
I see. Humor. What an unfortunate way to end this seance, I have to say. Very well. I'm leaving now, and when I come back, I'm certain you'll be a lot more cooperative.
Na, das werden wir sehen. Ich komme da schon irgendwie raus erstmal. Aber ich würde gern gucken, ob Gortez hier noch rumwuselt. Der ist ja da bestimmt auch noch. Vielleicht kann ich den noch retten. Wenigstens jemanden, den ich retten kann hier in diesem Haus. Oh oh. Oh oh. Hallo?
The elevator's locked.
Oh oh.
From McAllen's little demonstration.
Oh oh, wo muss ich denn hin? Oh oh. Ach Gott, ich kann jetzt auch nicht abspeichern. Wo muss ich denn hin hier?
It's a fancy safe or containment chamber.
Kann ich hier runter? Nee. Hallo? Hier kann ich nicht rein. Kann ich das benutzen?
Elevator locked. Hoverpad exit closed. Hoverpad exit?
Hoverpad exit. Okay, das muss ich irgendwie anmachen dann. Also, es tut mir leid. Ich muss das jetzt hier echt noch spielen. Ich kann nicht... Ja, geh hier hin und auf geht's. Weil kann ich nicht anders. Was soll ich machen? Ne? Ich kann jetzt ja hier nicht mittendrin abspeichern. Ah, da drüben. Go, 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 go. Go, April. Ach Gott, ich höre doch, die Musik ist immer noch so dramatisch. Wo kann ich denn hin? Ah, da ist der immer noch. Ach, komm schon.
It's still coming after me.
Aber wohin muss ich?
Oh, this wasn't such a good idea.
Oh, es tut mir leid, April. Guck mal, da hat er noch eine Nabelschnur dran.
Hey, you wanna try discussing things over a hot cup of mocha instead of all this killing April business? Guess not. Well, help!
Kann ich den nicht einfach runterschubsen? Okay. Da fällt er gleich hoffentlich. Los, geh runter. Hau ab!
Gortez!
Oh, Gott sei Dank.
You've been keeping some rough company, señorita. Better be more careful in the future, no?
Dankeschön.
Where have you been?
What? Were you worried?
Yes. No, I mean, I was scared you were, you know, dead.
So you care about me. Ave Maria Purísima. What am I going to do now without you telling me to get lost?
Don't joke about this, Gortez. I've been in a lot of situations these past few days where I could have needed your help, but you weren't there.
Perdóname. Forgive me, señorita. I've been indisposed. When I finally managed to escape my prison last night, I began looking for you. You left an interesting trail, I must say.
What do you mean?
For one, the border house, most of Venice for that matter, was under guard. There seemed to be some question as to how you managed to escape the Vanguard agents.
Magic.
So I thought. You've been picking up a few pointers in Arcadia.
I'm turning into quite the Girl Scout. It's amazing how resourceful you can be when you're in a bind.
I see. I've noticed.
Gut, wie haben die Vanguard dich denn überhaupt geschnappt?
How did the Vanguard capture you?
With a small army, and with the help of a very dangerous man, Gordon Holloway.
I met him. Not the most personable guy in the world, and he could really do with some sun.
Gordon is a creature of pure logic. He was split in two halves when he was a child, one bound to Stark, the other to Arcadia. The victim of terrible Vanguard experiments, I'm afraid.
The Chaos Vortex, right?
That's him. He's magical and chaotic, half untethered. What some people would call his soul. Gordon would have been Guardian had the Vanguard not destroyed him.
I heard the story. Can he still be Guardian?
The Vanguard believes so, but if he did become Guardian, he would twist and corrupt the balance to his own benefit. What the consequences would be, I fear to even think.
Have you told me everything I should know, Gortez?
About?
About this. About everything that's happened to me in the past, say, week.
I've told you all I can tell you.
Yeah, sure. You know, I overheard a conversation between you and your friend, Father Raoul, and then McAllen.
Jacob McAllen? He's here?
He was. He released that mutant freak on me, so that I'd tell him where the gateway to the Guardian's realm is.
Ay, Dios mío. We must get you away from here. He's a very dangerous...
Da kommt er schon.
Why, if it isn't a family reunion.
I could smell your hand in this, brother. The Vanguard. Was this the extent of your originality? If you had to meddle in the affairs of mortals, would it not have been prudent to show a little subtlety?
He seized the dragon and bound him for 1,000 years. Free at last, brother?
I didn't picture you walking amongst men in a man's body with a man's name, McAllen. The balance must not have dealt you and yours with the best of hands.
The balance will cease to be, brother. The scales will topple, and the old walls will fall. The age of dragons is imminent, whether you join us or not.
Join you? You symbolize all that I despise. You hate and fear these mortals so much, you bring on chaos to destroy them. But you will only succeed in destroying yourself. Our time will come eventually, but not by your doing.
Are these worlds of mortals so important to you that you forget who you are?
I never forgot who I am. That crime is yours alone, brother.
What's this? There is still time. You are blood of my blood, kin to my kin. You are immortal dragon, and our destinies weigh the scales of the universe.
Where do you get all those cliches, kin to my kin? Doesn't it ever bother you that you sound like a badly written play?
Oh well, I will not miss your sarcasm, brother. It always felt a little strained. Tabas!
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Gortez! Gortez's watch stopped. Oh God, his heart. That's what Brian said Gortez called it. His heart. His heart stopped. Gortez is dead. I can't believe that. It doesn't make sense because... He's gone. They all die. God damn! I can't. Everybody I love dies. Everybody I love.
So, und jetzt lese ich noch das, was ich aufgeschrieben habe, würde ich sagen, bevor ich dann die Folge beende. Also, unglaublich. Okay, auf geht's. Da, Sunday, August the 6th. Early evening, just before sunset. How many more surprises is life gonna spring in on me today? And how many more of my friends will have to die before this all over? 2 in one day is just too much. Gortez. I can't believe that he's gone. Just like that. And the fact that he was one of the kin, I didn't even think. I should have known, of course. But then again, I'm not used to friends and family turning out to be dangerous from other planets. At least, not until last week. So Gortez and McAllen were the two Draken in Stark. Now, I have all 4 jewels. Or I will as soon as I retrieve the disc and the jewels from McAllen's safe. Actually, come to think of it, does a fall like that kill dragons? Ja, Mensch. Gut, dann würde ich aber sagen, verabschiede ich mich jetzt für diese Folge und würde sagen, in der nächsten Folge mache ich dann weiter. Dann werde ich ja die Sachen zusammen haben, dann muss ich nur noch herausfinden, wo ich das dann hintragen muss. Aber das alles sehen wir dann erst am nächsten Sonntag. Ich danke dir jetzt sehr fürs Zuschauen und dabei sein. Würde mich freuen, wenn du auch in der nächsten Folge wieder einschaltest. Wünsche dir bis dahin eine schöne Zeit und sag ciao, ciao.